If I can just say one thing about Hillary Clinton. Part of the problem with Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign, what was her slogan? I'm with her. That was a bad slogan. She put her gender way in front, way in front. Contrast that with what Barack Obama did in 2008. He let other people talk about his race. He did not make his race the centerpiece of his campaign. He let other people say it. Hillary Clinton would have done well if she'd had a Hillary Clinton figure at her convention to give a speech like that, as Chris says, to cue people like, this is what we're talking about. But for Kamala Harris's sake, she should avoid that heavy-handed play on gender and let other people do the work for her.
So far, she has.
She has.
I mean, this was Hillary Clinton saying
exactly.
it, not Kamala
Hillary
Harris.
in person is one of the nicest people ever. She's always so gracious. See her on 46th Street going to, the restaurants there on Restaurant Row, and they're at the theater. She's so pleasant and so caring. And yet, when she speaks, and that was the best speech I heard her give. But there's a tendency when her pitch and range go up, where it's laden with bitterness and grievance that I worry that the message is lost, that people watch her in 2024 and flash back to 2016 and remember why they didn't vote for her. I think that she did a pretty good job there, but I could not help but think of Jim Clyburn also. Here's this giant of civil rights, but he did do a Brutus on his old pal, and you can't, and I would venture to say that I doubt Joe Biden's going to hang out with Jim Clyburn going forward.
Probably not. Probably not.
Let me ask you something. Why is it? I don't disagree with your analysis about Hillary, but if it's a concern that the grievance and the bitterness winds up betraying her intentions and that it winds up moving the needle towards a negative, why isn't that the case with Trump? He is dripping with grievance and bitterness every time he speaks. Why doesn't that move people away from him the same way?
But it does. It does. Donald Trump should be winning, right? He should be winning. He's winning on the issues. People want to change. They do all of this stuff. If Donald Trump, if you look at the latest ABC poll, Washington Post poll, what do you see? Donald Trump ahead on the issues, behind on personal characteristics.
22 points underwater. I just have to say, I'm going to be the lone disagreeer at the desk. I did not feel grievance and bitterness as I listened to Hillary Clinton's speech just now.
What'd you hear?
I heard a lot of slogans that I'd heard already.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as forward-looking as I would have liked. It felt like a retrench, perhaps, of her greatest hits. But I didn't feel grievance and bitterness in that speech at all. But maybe that's just my take.
That's why you have one.
Exactly.
If we all had the same take, this would be boring as heck.
It would be a really boring panel.
We would just be four ridiculously attractive people, but we all think the same things. Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.